Hi everyone, let's start today's call. Our first agenda item is to get an update from the current sprint. So let's look at the tickets on the current sprint. And two Huawei tickets has been resolved. Thanks Simon for setting up Android 21 in the cloud settings, so that from now on, moving forward, it'll be generated from the same environment. So one thing that I would like to follow up with Simon is that when generating the new APKs, we need to follow the naming convention of, there's like three, like a number dot, another number. So when it's like a minor, it's like a newer version, we need to increase the third digit, the third numbers, in terms of the version number.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can distinguish not just by the dates, but also need to be able to tell which version number. Same apply to all the modules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
so
go ahead.
So yeah. So the last APK generated should have been, because what Win had generated before was 1.0.2. So mine should have been 1.0.3.
Yeah, I think maybe yeah. So moving forward from now, you can increase the last number. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and then that would also help us to starting moving forward. We need to start tagging which tickets for which version number for the release, so that we know what are the fixes and also what are the new features come with that new APK.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be more organized and easier moving forward, because in the past we discussed about it, and but we did not really implement it. I think it's good for us to start implementing the standard, so that everything would be organized and clear. So like, for example, I think like moving forward from the tickets, so what I'm trying to say is that, look, like for example, look at this sprint, all the tickets closed for this sprint is going to have a version number tagged to those tickets that is corresponding to the version number of the APK, as well as the modules. So that way, we can tell easily, we can do a search easily and say that, oh, this version includes this, 5 tickets, features or fixes. Yeah. Cool. And we're still waiting for Win to do code review for the for 2 tickets, the lab ticket and also the oncology histopathology form. So we'll ping him again. And I pinged Sam on the teleconsultation ticket, but haven't heard from him, and I'll try to ping him again later today. And for the Kenny EMR, I think the demo site is still done, unless you hear from Nicholas. Do you have any updates, Simon?
No, I don't have an update. I sent him a message, and I'm still waiting for him to set up the server to have it restarted.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. And I know you did some work for the demographic form and also the handler.
Yeah, well, that one is still ongoing. I'm still working on the server-side handler as I test with the form.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so, Lawrence, any update on those from the concept team regarding the dispensary and health center form?
Not yet so far. I think he also sent his apologies, and he said, I think the status is still the same.
Okay.
Move it out from there.
Yeah. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much for the current sprint's updates, unless anyone have any other comments or questions. Okay, so let's move to the next item, which is the error resolution progress and update. So how's CDM team doing, Lawrence?
So far, I've been able to work on like 30, roughly 40 forms.
Mm-hmm.
Successfully processed around 22,
Mm-hmm.
with successfully registering those that I could not load their registration form, so the error queue.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of those, there are 15 which I've been able to register, but I think there's a delay in replication. So like I cannot view the UUID on the back end of the research server to be able to update the forms on the error queue for processing.
So can we get the UID from the payload? The tape on the payload column.
Okay, like what I mean is there are forms that are on the error queue that have the error related to the registration form.
Uh-huh.
So that means I have to re-register this patient, and then with the new UUID assigned to this patient, that's what I use to resolve their encounter.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so due to that delay in this patient being reflected on research, then I'm not able to pull out their UUID.
Oh, you mean the patient UI, the person UID?
Yes.
So after you create new registration on the production, and can we not see the patient UID from the person table?
I'm actually accessing research, like the back end of research.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't go into production like 45. I'm using 58.58.
Yeah. So it should be replicate. So the information should be available on the research as well, unless like the replication process has stopped.
Yes, because like for a few, I was able to access that like on real time. Immediately after registration, I was getting a few this morning. Then at some point, there was just that delay, which was not allowing me to get their UUID after registration. So I spoke to Victor about that, but he didn't get back to me.
Okay, yeah, I think maybe they need to look into the replication process. Yeah.
Now I can see them. Sorry.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I have those listed, so I think it's just pulling out their UID and resolving.
Yeah, maybe there's like a delay, or maybe he just fixed out something.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Let us know if you need help for fixing any of those, and then we can help.
Okay.
Derek is not on, so is Derek there?
No, he's not.
Okay. So do you know how their training and rollout, since you meet with them yesterday, Simon?
No, I don't know much. What I know is that today he's been setting up the devices, because he asked me to upload the latest forms to the production server so that he can download them to those devices. So I believe next week they are planning to do some training or something related, which I'm not really clear.
Okay. After you upload the new form templates to the production, did you also get a chance to do the same for the form server?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it will not be overwritten. Great.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. And last time we don't have the update from the oncology team. I think there's some change of personnel. John is leaving Empath, and there's another person coming on board to take his position, and I will send an update to the team so that it can be reintroduced. Okay, so there's no more. So things are going okay in general for the error resolution update?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, for oncology, I spoke with Kipto, sorry,
So,
and apparently he was not in office. There was something they were doing out of office. So he promised come Monday we'll have a discussion. I'll show him what he needs to do about the resolution, and then he will go ahead to work on it.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, great. So let me know if there's anything I need to do on my side.
Mhm.
Okay. I think yeah, I think right now I really want to wrap up those CDM forms so that as Dr. Curie mentioned, they're really ready for a lot of rollout, the next few months, and we want to get those ready so that the devices are here and then they're ready to roll out. As you know, it take a little bit time back and forth for like testing and do the fine tuning, all those things. So that's pretty much I have on the agenda item. Do you guys have other things you would like to discuss?
Just a comment. We had the clinical officers working for CDM in the sites yesterday, and I'll share the general findings. I came up with like a 12 questions template where they answer the questions. I think I'll share the findings at some point.
Oh, that'd be great.
And one of the key things they kept mentioning was, since they have challenges with network coverage, they were asking if the devices can be pre-populated with a cohort, because sometimes they're out there and they like have to search for patients. Without network, then that's technically impossible to do.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I don't know if it's worthwhile to do, maybe clean up the cohorts table, and then I can take a lead on that if at all it's worthwhile to do, and then we just have a clean slate of the cohorts, and then from there we can have the expanded cohorts module working better for us, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Lawrence. Yeah, as moving forward, especially for you guys, like big implementations going forward, I think it's good to clean up the cohort list. As maybe you can come up with the updated cohort list as well as the definition. We can go through together just to see what's the best way to capture those clients.
Yeah, and then maybe just a question for the existing cohorts already created on production. I don't know what the best way would be to reach the users, or probably the people who created them. I don't know if there's a listserv that's appropriate to ask maybe and tell them we are planning to clean up.
Yeah, I think the cohorts mainly, before you guys used it, I think they were mainly used by the data management group.
Yes.
So I will start with them because, and the reporting team.
All right.
Yeah, because they use those to create a smaller subset, and so that when they run the query against that, it takes less time. As you can tell, like it's too many data, it's too much data in the system, and it takes a long time. So the major users, the creators are data management group and also the reporting team.
Okay, so maybe outside this, I probably will just do a small email, and then you could give a guideline on the best way to approach this.
Sure. That'll be great. Yeah, I know it's like so many, and some of them, I think some of them they're still in use, like for the appointment list or something like that. But then some of them they might not, they no longer use it. Maybe they can be retired or something like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and also about the fingerprint.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we spent some time today setting it up, and finally we were able to use the module, scan fingerprints, register new patients, and even access existing patients using by scanning the fingerprint and also adding fingerprints to existing patients.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we set up this on Eric's machine. And what we noticed, the problem was the licensing, because the SDK license we are using is trial version.
Oh, yes.
And it expires every after 4 weeks.
I see.
So I did an update on the server side and also on Eric's machine, and we were able to do that. So what we're trying now is to replicate the same on Robai's machine, and if that is working fine, then I will write a script that can do the setup automatically.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can document those, the steps, I think there might be some older version from a channel, and just take a look at that, and that would be great if you can update those.
Yeah, actually, that's why we are trying it on a new machine, so that we are clear on the steps. Yeah, because we found it running after trying so many different things. So we just want to be clear what are the basic requirements before it can work, so that we can document and also do the scripting.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was trying to run from my side as well. I think probably mine is also expired. That's why it didn't work when I tried a couple of days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that means you have to download the latest version of the SDK.
Yeah.
Onto your machine.
Yeah. So I'll try again. Thank you for making the progress.
Okay.
So one more thing I want to say is that next Monday is the US holiday, so there'll be no call. But we will catch up through IRC, so that and then the next call will be next Friday. So yay, we finished the call in less than 20 minutes. Yay! Isn't it nice for a Friday?
Yeah.
So you guys have fun and have a wonderful weekend. I will chat with you guys through the cyberspace.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good one.
Right.
Bye.